murder of Monica Nyawera Kimani, which is, you can see the live pictures from the courtroom as the defense and the persons appearing before court wait for the arrival of Justice James Wakiaga, who is supposed to be presiding that mention when the parties to that particular case will be having a moment to determine and pick a date on when the bail application should be heard, in as far as the push by the defense to have their clients released on bail. That is Citizen TV's Jacque Maribe as well as Joseph Irungu. They want to be released so that they can pursue the case while outside, out of prison, rather out of custody. And of course, they have already made their submissions. They filed their affidavits on why they want to be released. And there, Jacque Maribe indicating that she's ready to surrender her passport so that she's not a flight risk. This is one of the reasons the prosecution can use, saying that should the accused persons be released, then they are flight risk in the sense that they may disappear and run away from justice. So that's one of the things that Maribe has indicated she's willing to surrender, so that she shows her commitment to attend trial when required to appear before court. So those are the live pictures from the courtroom, and as soon as that matter begins, we'll be sure to take you there to hear what Justice James Wakiaga has to say in as far as giving directions in this particular case is concerned.
You run copies for us? Yes. Yeah. Where did that come from?
What is happening with Miss Monique?
Your Lordship, good morning.
Morning to you.
With your kind permission, we are requesting that we mention criminal case number 51 of 2018. Yeah. So after that, I think the court will be cleared for us to be able to proceed with the other matters.
Tell these guys of the press, you know my attitude towards them.
I will speak
Have
to
you
them.
told them that my attitude towards them is a little bit negative? I don't like this kind of things in my court.
Yes,
because now we are unable to work. In as much as there's the right to information, we also need right to work in a more private manner, isn't it? You told them.
No, I will.
Have they read that notice which we put there in terms of how to approach the court? See, there's a notice which we put everywhere. So let's mention the one where they have interest in. Which one?
51 of 2018.
Mention number 51 of 2018.
Criminal case number 51 of 2018. Joseph Irungu, alias Joey, and Jacque Maribe.
They can be seen. Don't sit
for the
on
24th.
So you have to agree between 24th and 23rd. Maureen, 23rd, what's happening on 23rd?
We will then take 24th.
24th, my lord, I'm in the Court of Appeal.
Let's take 24th, is convenient to all of us. Let's just now agree in terms of time on 24th.
And then, Your Lordship, on behalf of the first defendant as addressed by Nyabed, we will adopt our application as a response because it was filed.
Yes.
And because it was filed before they filed theirs, you give us leave to file a supplementary affidavit.
I'll give you leave to file.
Yes.
So we agree on 24th, that's okay?
Yes,
The only problem I have, it's okay. Maybe then they'll argue. Because on 24th, I was to be in the Court of Appeal Kisumu in an election petition appeal.
So we do 25th.
On the 24th.
25th.
Then you do 25th.
So that is why I was pleading that if we can come on the 23rd, because they are not bulky. Our affidavits are not bulky. We can come on the 23rd for purposes of processing this application. Because 24th, kindly.
23rd is also okay.
Indulge, Mr.
And Mr. Maniki doesn't mind.
24th will be very ideal for this court because I am going to make a second order that I get some social inquiry report from the probation department, independent of what you guys have said. And I know the way they work. So the only person you need to convince is Mr. Nyaberi if he has to go and he can give it to one of the able, whatever.
Well,
we take
my Lord,
a date other than, because I ordinarily that is what I do in this side of the world.
Yes.
Because I don't trust all of you. So I make actually a report, which will be done by the probation officers. Are they somewhere? So you talk to them. So if we agree on 24th, then 24th.
There isn't any other date.
No,
just take
there
the
are very
24th.
many dates after 24th. Very many.
Let me take the 24th. I'll delegate it to my colleagues to also tackle that.
So we hear the application on 24th. Maureen, what time? What time is okay with all of us?
Could we come 10 when you're through with your list?
Then you come at 11:30.
11, that's okay. That's
At
okay.
11:30. So the first accused is granted leave to file a supplementary affidavit. Mr. Kitwa Kigan, do you want to file any other thing?
Yeah, out of abundance of caution, give me leave, although I don't think I can.
Okay, then that's okay. So I've said if need be. Ms. Monique, you're okay with whatever you have filed?
I think I will also take the same position. If need be, I may file any other document.
So the probation office to prepare and submit Rebel report so they file it before that date so that you guys can comment on it. Yes.
The burden is on my learned friend, Mrs. Moniki.
Yes.
And I'm just concerned, I'm sorry. I would like a timeline that allows me to look at it before I exercise the...
That one is not even for Ms. Monique. That is for the court, so I can only direct that they give it to you the 23rd.
That's okay with me, so long as I get it a day.
That is for the court, not Ms. Monique. It is for the court. Eh?
Yeah, sure.
So they are not here. They normally sit around when I do my things.
There is one next to Miss, my learned...
They normally sit around.
This gentleman without hair.
Probation.
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 They're not here.
They're just up here. They're just somewhere up here. So you can just walk there and tell them that the court has said that report to be filed by 23rd, so that you have time to look at it.
Yes, okay.
anything you want to go into record? Anybody wants anything to go on record?
No, Your Lordship.
Okay, now the court is adding one rider to this, for these guys. These guys of the media, So from now that this file is before me, those statements which you keep on telling us about what you've done, what you've not done, the money which has not been collected and recovered, for now, you stop writing them, okay?
Yes. My Lord, before you pen down, I was just talking to my client and he's telling me he's having issues at the industrial area because he needs to be taken for surgery for that hand of his.
The judge, the boss has said that that order has been...
But he's just being treated at the clinic.
My colleague has noted that that order was complied with, observed. That is the last order in this file.
In terms of the treatment at the clinic, he's getting treatment.
Yeah.
No, Your Lordship, he requires to be taken to the International Hospital because for surgery.
Ms. Monique, you have a challenge with the first accused being taken to Kenyatta.
What happened
surgery.
is that, sorry, what happened is that he was taken to Kenyatta National Hospital for treatment, and then I believe if there was anything else they needed in terms of giving him another date, they would have, but we have no objection to him being referred again from the prison to Kenyatta National Hospital because already Kenyatta National Hospital has treated him, they've handled his matter. So we don't know what else is pending.
Ms. Monique, where is this? You are in chief investigator. Somebody called Maxwell. Is he here?
He's not in today. But his colleague, the lead is not in, but his colleagues are here.
Between you and him, who is this who is in love with the press? Between your office and him?
In terms of what was released in terms of the bail application, our affidavit?
Yes, the one which was released yesterday. No, I've already even written my ruling. I'll just unleash it.
Your Lordship, I don't even know whether to say this. My learned friend also argued it in front of the press.
Which one? Argued in front of the press? And tell them I don't watch.
That we can discuss away, but I saw him arguing
TV.
the application.
Who is that?
I can whisper. But he actually argued the application, so that means the details of our affidavit, with that, having that in mind, we can tell where.
I don't watch TV, but I read newspapers. So let's just be moderate enough. I take great exception because I am an old school judge who believes in blind justice, but when I am influenced before I hear a case, I get upset.
And I'm grateful you've done that because so much is out there that is misleading.
Yeah.
For instance, the DNA, there's so much out there that is misleading.
Yes.
And it's to our disadvantage as the prosecution and the investigating team.
Yes.
So it's also
so we need to
prayer.
find out
Yes.
who is releasing them, and these
Yes.
guys are here. Can they tell us?
We need
These
to know
guys
the
of the
source.
press, can you tell us your source? Is it Miss Monique?
And
Is
cannot
it the
be.
defense?
Your Lordship, the defense cannot have any information about the DNA. It could only have come from their side.
My Lord, it's important that you raise that issue because from the family's perspective,
Yes.
we have even written to the media
Yes.
complaining about the constant stories that they put out there,
Yes.
which are not true, which
Yes.
are not investigated.
Yeah.
So it's important also for the court to give the directions that the media should not go out there giving all the information that we do not know where they get.
Yes, I said that at the beginning, that
Yeah.
from now that I'm taking this matter, anybody who gives information which is not information will find it very difficult with me. My friends of the media, let's try to be kind to all of us, because I'm the one who is likely to hear this matter. And the information you've put outside there would put me in a lot of difficult situations if I acquit these guys.
My Lord, as you make a final orders, the issue that my colleague raised, in fact, this person was supposed to have been attended to in preparation for an operation at the Kenyatta National Hospital today, but because of the court session, he had to be here. If, my Lord, that order could issue that he be taken to the Kenyatta National Hospital, because it is the hospital that had required his appearance there for purposes of procedure. He was supposed to have been prepared today for tomorrow.
I've said he be treated there with reference, because I know, you know, I'm also a Kenyan. I know some of them just go there to Kenyatta so that they can enjoy the facilities which we have put there. So I've said with reference from the prison clinic, he be treated at Kenyatta. And I've said that the media, to guard against what to put in the public domain. Now that this matter is before court. There used to be something called sub-something. You remember it? Those of us who study Latin, it's called sub-what?
Subjudice.
That one. So you remind them, the other judge has said it's still in existence. They weigh it against the right to information. Okay? So in the meantime, the accused person to be remanded in custody and be produced in court.
Post-July.
So can you go so that we do what we do normally? Without cameras.
Justice. There you have it. Justice James Wakiaga has dispensed with the mention of that case. As we had told you earlier on, it was the opportunity for them to mention the case and pick dates for the hearing of the bail application by the defense. And specifically, he has indicated that the bail applications by Jacque Maribe as well as Joseph Irungu will be heard on the 24th of October. That is Wednesday next week, when they will look at the merits and demerits of that application. Of course, the prosecution was first to indicate that they are opposed to release on bail for the two, and Maribe and Joey have already filed affidavits, but the counsel representing Joey is saying that they will want to file a supplementary affidavit so that they can respond to some of the issues that arose from the statement